It's a daily fight. Am I successful? Am I worth it? Am I not? Like, what's going on? So it's a struggle, and I can understand the other fellow wrestlers if they feel this way. But I also can say WWE will not make you happy. Like, if everything that you have already makes you not happy, WWE will not make you happy too.
And I want to clarify for people that are either listening to this and or watching this, this isn't a knock on the WWE.
No.
This is the reality of the business and the reality of most of us. Like, we all have our different perceptions. Like, reality is relative because everybody has different perceptions, right? I think that's something we can all agree on, but the reality that we all share within wrestling is a certain stigma, and it's a childhood dream for most people. And unfortunately, when we get into this, it's not like how we dreamed of it as a child. And we always have all of these different people telling us what this success looks like, but then when we try to go after it, it never works out the same way, and it kind of sucks the life out of childhood dreams. And that's something I said in a promo recently, and I was like really speaking from the heart, because I was talking with Vicky Guerrero on her podcast, and she asked me, what would I tell somebody that wants to be a wrestler? And my first instinct, and I told her, like, my first instinct is to say, don't. And then I was like, but let me clarify. If they really, truly, this isn't something you can go into half-cocked, Like, you either really, truly want it, or you're kind of just, a weekend warrior. And that's okay. There's the time and a place and a spot for almost anything and anyone, right? Like, I don't discriminate. But if you don't want to be a weekend warrior and this is your childhood dream, you have to understand that it's not the way you thought of it when you had these rose-colored goggles on as a child, when you had no life experience, nothing to base anything off of. This business is geared towards children, but when you come into it as an adult, it's never going to be the way you dreamed of as a child. It's like when you watch The Wizard of Oz and Dorothy goes through all of these experiences, flying monkeys and wicked witches and all this like crazy stuff, and she finally gets to the Emerald City. She finally gets to meet the great and powerful Oz, right? And he's a jerk. He's mean. He's sarcastic. And then when Toto lifts the curtain and you look behind the curtain, it's just a man on a keyboard. And to me, that is what professional wrestling is. And I say it all the time, and I'm going to continue until it sinks in with more people, because I don't want more people leaving this industry that I love feeling the way you felt, the way I have felt, the way Deonna Purrazzo has recently been talking about how she felt, the way so many people feel. And it's not just the WWE, it's the wrestling industry as a whole. You have to be happy with your own success and yourself before you can be happy anywhere else. And that's like the hardest thing to do when you have everyone judging you, nitpicking you, bullying you, trying to knock you down so they can have your spot. I think you can relate, where it's like really hard to kind of love yourself and keep perspective when it's like you're trying to get to the Emerald City, and then you get there and you're like, I did all of this for this?
yes.
For $50 a night, and breaking my bones and what can you say is the biggest takeaway for you? Because I can tell you have so much love for this, and I can hear it when you're speaking. What is your biggest takeaway from all of these experiences? I mean, you've been to Stardom, you've wrestled all over Europe, you've gone to TNA, you've gone to the WWE, you did NXT UK. I mean, you've wrestled with all these amazing women. I mean, Kyoko Kimura, I mean, come on. You've done some amazing things all over the world. You are successful. You have so many things to be proud of. And the fact that you are being so candid about struggling, I want more people to hear this, because I think if more people get on these conversations, you will be a part of someone else's survival guide. So what keeps you going? What is it that drives this love of yours to make you still want to feel like your dreams matter?
Yeah, I mean, first I want to say what I would have done differently. So if I could have the chance to start all over again, I would definitely be more confident, like seriously. So many people put me down where they were not in the right position to do so. So I wish, like, even when I went to TNA, right, I was so shy. I was like, do I do the right thing? Like, I was always dugging my head instead of standing tall and say, hey, I'm proud, I'm this person. Okay, I'm maybe not as sexy as you, Taylor, but but I'm different, and this makes me unique. So I wish I would have been more confident. But from all of this, I have amazing fans. Like I have these, I think it's like five really hardcore fans. They write me every day. So I gained that for sure. And some people maybe know my story. I'm adopted child, so I don't have a family. But when I went to Japan, I meet this amazing woman and this husband. Like he's a wrestler, Masahiro Chono, and his wife. They adopted me, so they're my family now. And we meet twice a year. We spend Christmas together, and this is like my love, And I don't want to disappoint them. I know they believe in me, so I want to keep going. But also, I personally think there's so many things wrong in this business. And I just try to make it a little bit better. That's why, for example, start my own promotion.
Yes.
Because yeah, I wanna put my dream, how I see wrestling, how I want it to be. I want to put it on stage, and with my experience, as you say, I have done all this. I hopefully can, tell people and investors. I can tell them, hey, look, I have experience. I done all these things, and now please believe in me. And then let's just have this amazing project going on. So that's what keeps me in this business.
You're a part of the change, which so many people need to hear about this, and they need to understand that you're either part of the problem or the solution. And I'm so proud to talk with people like yourself, because you're going to be a part of the solution. You're not just sitting back and waiting for your time to be done in the sun. You're actually saying like, no, I'm going to put some sunblock on. I'm going to get ready because I'm going to blast y'all before I get a sunburn. You know what I mean? I'm going to be a part of the change and make a difference. And I love